Seven on the shot clock. Ashley working on Lelaine, taking it to him, and he can't get it to go, and a foul called as Ashley collides with...
Not loving the bastardization of the game that way, but the Spurs are one of the best teams and one of the first teams to take full advantage of everything that can be done with the three-pointer, including the shorter corner three.
And the corner, and he's leading the Legends tonight, now with 11, thanks to that free throw.
Don't think I haven't attended a million kids soccer games while reading the morning newspaper and cutting up orange slices.
Were you the team parent that would provide the orange slices after the game?
I was that kind of guy, yeah.
Ndoye with the right hand hooking it in off the window.
I don't know that he could do that again.
Kind of looked like he just threw it up there. Dimitri McCamey into the game for the first time.
I'll argue that if you're trying to value every possession, two would probably like that one back.
Ndoye elbow, back rim, and right with the rebound. Fresh 24 for the Spurs. They play at the slowest pace in the D-League. 96 possessions per 48 minutes.
But not plodding. It's methodical. There you see one of the few
crowd on hand
there, and he just got beat by a million. But this isn't that. This is a Legends team that wants to secure a playoff berth and wants to be as good as what Austin is in terms of consistent contention, year-long contention.
And Ndoye taking it to Singh and finishing off the window.
And taking my challenge.
Indeed.
To do some things offensively, good for him.
Victory because actual game one. So the Legends, if they want to call this a rivalry, could certainly use a victory tonight to help legitimize that competition.
Yeah, let's not make it losing 14 out of 16, shall we? By the way, you mentioned the Mavs Maniacs, who in addition to being lovely and talented and being a riot, we did our party at the Maverick Bar, our one-year anniversary party with 105 through the Fan, and Maniacs really dare steal. Too risque.
I've seen some try to emulate, but it's just not the same.
Not quite.
No, the Mavs Maniacs, I remember I was at the very first game they debuted, and it was a riot. McCamey and Parks Jr. hip to hip. McCamey stays on his feet, and he finishes with a layup.
Parks is sliding along the floor and looking at the referee at the same. It was short, but I think it was online. Now, we don't have the best angle on it, but he looks like he feels really good, Wilson, for the three-point arc. Let's keep an eye on that.
Wilson already has a three-pointer to his ledger tonight, to go along with a bucket and a free throw. McCamey with 5.7 left. And all of a sudden, the Spurs lead by 8. Holloway, defensive end, and the Legends begin the quarter with a stop. Parks, Miller, Ashley back to Parks. Got a little room baseline, but it's rejected by Wright. McCamey, Wright, Johnson, Sykes, and Ndoye starting the quarter for the Spurs.
And for Texas, this is essentially a three-guard group.
They've got Miller, Murray, Parks, and then Ashley and Singh are their forward/center combo. Second quarter scoreboard brought to you by JCPenney. Not showing something favorable tonight as of yet. Well, baseline pass, but out of bounds in the turnover.
Put the cork in what is a 20-2 run for Austin.
Xavier, and really had an interesting go of things. While he was at Xavier, he was involved in an on-court brawl, if you will, when Xavier took on rival Cincinnati. Holloway, who's one of the leaders of that Xavier team, was in the thick of things and received a lot of criticism from folks. And talking to Nick Van Exel the other day, when we asked him if he's an NBA player, Nick said yes, he thinks he is, and really believes that he's a much better guy than people give him credit for, and that people are maybe hanging on to that one incident a little too long. and it's unfairly labeled him as perhaps a bad guy or somewhat of a risk.
Almost without prompting, Nick Van Exel, coach of the Legends, tells us he hasn't given me 1 second of issues. He's been all about, to Holloway, all about doing the
Atlantic 10 Conference Player of the Year and named to several All-America teams. A guy that's had success at a big stage at the college level. 5 on the shot clock. Pledger's got to put it up. And it's in and out.
That's too bad, because that's a contribution from Singh there. Sent a really good screen, legal screen up there to help free the shooter.
Here's Lalane. Can't get it to go, but Singh with the rebound.
And I got to give you that shot every time.
Oh!
And you can't give me that shot, not from what we've seen out of Pledger.
Pledger now 2 of 5 from behind the arc tonight. 1-point game. 90 seconds to go in the third quarter.
This is your Bob Ortigal close the quarter strong moment right here.
Lalane has it poked away. Griffin pulling it out. Pledger, he's feeling it. Taken to the hoop, into the hoop. Tried to drop it off, but no one was there. Spurs in transition and a smart foul by Holloway. Had he not done that, it would have been an easy Holloway. Pledger on the back of Lalane. Baseline spin. Drops it off. And Ndoye with the finish. Nice little block-to-block combination there.
Looked designed, didn't it?
I doubt they'll heave one up early for a 2-for-1, but with an 8-second difference, game clock to shot clock, they'll milk it for all it's worth. And it's really no different than any other possession. They like to work late into the shot clock.
Need to stop here, reminiscent of what you did in the last 7 minutes of the second quarter, a time that really turned this game around.
Sykes, 14-footer, off the iron, parks the board, and the Legends can hold for 1. 5 on the clock.